name is Gabe Zona. I'd like to spend a few minutes and talk about Sheriff Joe and the cold case posse and Mike Zulu. Now, I've met Sheriff Joe, and I shook hands with Sheriff Joe at his first press release, and I met him at his second press release, and I've met Mike Zulu on a number of occasions at a couple of Tea Party rallies, and as well as the press releases. And as a matter of fact, the last time that I met with Mike, I had asked him a question that I really think should be addressed to the sheriff. And what really disturbs me with the sheriff is when he spoke about the Obama investigation, and he said, "I've never accused Obama of any crime. I've never suggested he did anything like that." Well, see, here's the problem that I have with that comment and that statement. When someone assumes ownership of whatever it is, then they also assume the responsibility of that ownership. When that document, which we know is a forgery, was posted on the White House website and Obama claimed it as being his official birth certificate, well, guess what? He assumed ownership. That document belongs to him. And if that document's a forgery, and if it's on the official White House website, guess what? It's his. And what I think Sheriff Joe should have done is charged Obama with a crime. And that crime is having posted a forged document on the official White House website. Once Obama assumed ownership of that document by posting it, it's his. And he should suffer the consequences associated with having placed a forged document on the official government White House website. And what really should happen is he should be charged with exactly that, and a judge should rule as to whether or not that document is in fact a forged document. And it would be easy for Obama to prove it one way or another, and all he'd have to do is have his buddy in Hawaii, the governor, Cranberry, just release a copy of the original and do a comparison. And so that's the problem that I have with Sheriff Joe. Everything else that he's done, I think he's done a great job. But when he said, I've never accused him of a crime, well, then what have you been doing these last 2 years? Investigating what? For what purpose? That's the problem that I have with Sheriff Joe. The problem that I have with Obama, well, there's all kinds of problems with Obama. I mean, we know nothing about this individual. And you know what really should happen? When someone is being considered to run for president, they need to be really scrutinized, not only being vetted by some bozos like Nancy Pelosi. They need to be subjected to the highest level of security clearance prior to being on the ballot. And the reason that is, once they're president, like in the case with Bozo, he has the highest level of security in the world. Should he have that? I don't think that Obama can get a license to carry a weapon. Yeah, he can't get a concealed permit. He can't pass E-Verify. This is a complete joke. The man needs to be held accountable for his many crimes against the American people. And to this point, no one has the gonads to do that. So there you go. That's why I'm not too impressed with Sheriff Joe. Because you got to call a spade a spade. And if a crime was committed, a crime was committed. And if Obama assumed ownership, which he has, of that document, a crime has indeed been committed, and he needs to be held accountable. If you agree, well, no one to call, because they don't care. I care. You might care. But our congressional representatives only care about one thing: hanging on to their merry-go-round. Period.